Hello, my beautiful Flourish community. Thank you for joining me on the mat today for our New Year's flow for 2025. The only thing you need is your mat, your beautiful self, and then if you would like a yoga book to help assist you with some of the twists that we'll be doing in the class today. So when you have everything, get ready and hop on the mat. We're going to start our class today in a beautiful seated position. So just taking a moment to get comfortable. If you would like to sit on a pillow, you can. Checking that you're sitting evenly on your sit bones, making sure that spine is nice and long. Your hands can be resting, palms down on your knees or up, whatever feels best for you. And you're just going to close your eyes here. So we're starting. Before we start, we're taking a moment to pause here. We're going to inhale through our nose, exhale through your mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Before we take a moment to set an intention for this class, I just want you to just take a moment to let go of things from 2024. If you need to continue doing those beautiful deep inhales and exhales, you can do that. Imagine on the exhales that you're just letting go of any of the stress from the previous year. Anything that you do not want to take into this year. Any doubts that you may have, just letting it go. Slowly opening up your eyes, we're going to inhale, sweep our arms out and up. Exhale, bringing your hands down to your heart in prayer pose. Just pausing here. If you'd like, you can close your eyes here. We're going to take a moment to set an intention for this class. And this intention you may want to take off your mat into your day, week, month, year. Maybe setting an intention for the year 2025. You may want your intention to be peace. To hold on to peace throughout 2025. With whatever happens, we know each year has highs and lows. But throughout those seasons, to just hold on to peace. Maybe it's self-love, a year to care for yourself, to love yourself. Maybe it's a year to believe in yourself, to chase your dreams, to know that you are worthy. Whatever intention you have set, just hold that in your mind. If your eyes are closed, fluttering them open, we're going to inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, opening our arms, coming into cactus, opening that heart, opening it up beautiful and wide to the year 2025. Lowering those arms, let's do it again. Inhale, sweeping up, exhale, open your heart, lowering your hands. We're going to bring some movement into our side body. So lowering our right hand down, inhale, sweep the left arm up and over, just coming to wherever is comfortable for you. Exhale, lower the left, inhale, sweep the right up. And let's repeat that 2 more times. So lowering down, inhale up, exhale, lower, inhale up. And each time you might find more and more movement into your side body. Inhale, exhale, Inhale. Exhale, coming back to your seated position. We're going to make our way to child's pose. So you can have your knees together or apart. I prefer to have mine apart. Your big toes are together. And then lowering down, reaching your arms out in front of you, resting your forehead on your mat. And as we just take a few moments here, I want you to come back to that intention. Your intention for the class or for the year, whatever it may be. And just holding on to it. Breathing here. Inhale, lifting your head. You're going to take your right hand threaded under your left arm, palm facing up, lowering down to the right side. Inhaling here for a twisted child's pose. And then releasing, reaching that right arm forward, taking your left arm, threading it under, palm facing up, lowering that left side of your face down to the mat. I've incorporated a few twists into this class, and these twists symbolize just letting go of the past, letting go of the tension or stress. And twists have a beautiful calming effect. So then we're taking that calmness into 2025. Releasing that left arm, reaching it forward, stretching those arms forward, planting your palms to the ground. You're going to start to bring your weight forwards, coming onto your knees, toes lifting up, and then lowering your hips down and opening your heart. Then lowering those legs down and the front of your body. You may need to shuffle back a little bit on your mat. Planting your forearms on the ground for Sphinx pose. So checking that your elbows are underneath your shoulders, planting those palms and really opening your heart here. Feel like you're pulling it between your arms. Opening your heart to all the beautiful possibilities that may come your way in 2025. Then lowering your heart down, you're going to take your hands mat width apart. So coming onto your fingertips. Inhale, bringing that heart up. Then exhale, lowering the right shoulder down for a little dip. Coming back up. And then the left shoulder. And then just repeating this a few times. This is one of my favorite shoulder stretches. It just feels so good. So don't forget to breathe. One more time on each side. And releasing down. So you can come back to child's pose and then meet us in downward facing dog, or planting your hands beside your chest. You're going to push up, coming to the tops of your feet for upward facing dog, and then coming to downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog for our flow. So you do not have to have, you don't actually ever have to have your legs straight. What you want is your shoulders are broad, that spine is beautiful and long, and your ribs are knitting together. So you can have your knees bent here. You may like to pedal your heels down and up just to bring some movement into those legs. Then coming onto your toes, bend your knees, look to your hands, and walking your feet up towards the top of your mat, staying in this fold, taking hold of opposite elbows. So keeping that beautiful bend and just letting go, to letting your weight hang here in ragdoll. You may like to sway from side to side, straighten one leg a little bit and then the other, whatever feels good for your body. Releasing your hands down to your mat. And you're going to slowly inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up, then sweeping your arms up above your head, bringing them down to your heart in prayer pose. Beautiful work. So we're going to start to bring some more movement into our body and warm our body up. So coming to the top of your mat, your feet are hip width apart. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, bringing your hands down, coming through heart and folding. Inhale, coming to your fingertips, or you can come to your shins. Then we're going to plant our right hand in between our feet but underneath our shoulder, straightening that left leg, reaching that left arm up for a beautiful twist. And then swapping over, so left hand down, straighten the right, reach that right arm up to the sky. And then lowering down, planting your hands, stepping your feet back to downward facing dog. So again, you can have that bend in your knees here. Then making your way to plank pose, lowering your knees down, lowering your body down, so elbows hugging in. Then inhale, coming up to upward facing dog on the tops of your feet. Exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. Come to your toes, bend your knees, look to your hands. You can step or a little jump up to the top of your mat. Inhale, coming to that half fold. Exhale down. Inhale, rolling up. Sweep those arms above your head. Hands come to your heart in prayer pose. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, your arms sweep up. Exhale, folding down. Bend those knees. Inhale, coming to your half fold. Exhale, plant that right hand, reaching that left arm up. Straighten that left leg. And then swapping over. Plant that left hand down, straighten the right leg, reach the right arm up. And then releasing. Plant those hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Coming to your plank, you can lower to your knees or come onto your tiptoes, edging your way forward. Lowering down to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale. Everybody meeting back in downward facing dog. Come to your tiptoes, look to your hands again, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale to that half fold. Don't forget you can come to your shins. Exhale, fold, inhale. Sweep those arms up above your head and bringing them to your heart in prayer pose. Fantastic work. So staying at the top of your mat, your feet are still hip width apart. You're going to sweep your arms behind you, bend your knees, sinking your buttocks back like you're sitting in a chair for chair pose. So sweeping those arms up and forwards. Your weight is in your heels. You're going to reach that left arm back so your legs are staying nice and still, just twisting from your navel, looking behind. Reach it back. Reach the right arm behind, looking over the right shoulder. And then coming back. Bringing your hands to your heart in prayer pose, coming to twisted chair. So we're twisting to the left. If you only come here, that is perfectly fine. If you would like a deeper twist, hook that right elbow to your left knee, bringing your thumbs to the center of your chest. Breathing here. Bringing your weight into that left foot, coming onto your right toes. Shooting that right foot back. You can lower your knee down if you want, or keep it lifted. Really squeezing your inner thighs here and keeping that core engaged. Then you're going to lower that right hand down under your shoulder. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Again, you can have that knee down here if you want. Then we're coming up to a twisted high lunge. So come onto those fingertips, really engage your inner thighs and core, and then bring that left arm back, reaching backwards towards the back of the room. It's all good if you get wobbles here, I do too. Sweep that left arm up and forwards for our high lunge. Lowering your hands down, stepping back to downward facing dog. Coming to your plank pose, lowering down your chosen way. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your toes, look to your hands, bend, step or jump. Inhale to your half fold. Exhale down, inhale. Sweep those arms up, hands come down to your heart. Fantastic leg. Let's do it on the other side. So checking that your feet are hip width apart. Sweep those arms behind you, sinking your buttocks back. Sweep your arms forwards and up. Checking that your ribs aren't flaring here. Sweep that right arm behind you, looking over your right shoulder. Those legs are stable. Sweep it back. Sweep the left arm back, looking over the left shoulder. And back. Hands to your heart in prayer pose. Twisting to the right this time. So again, take that little twist, or you can hook your left elbow to that right knee. Your legs are staying nice and strong. Bring your weight into that right foot. Come onto your left toes. Really engage your core and inner thighs. Step that left foot back. Lower down if you need. Breathing here. Lower that left hand down under your shoulder. Reach that right arm up for our twisted runner's lunge. Coming to those fingertips and making our way to our high twisted lunge. Engage those inner thighs. Reach that right arm back. Looking back if you're feeling nice and stable. Then sweep that arm around and up. Coming to our high lunge. Then lowering them down. Step back to downward facing dog. Coming to our plank pose. Choose your way down. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming to your tiptoes, bend your knees, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale to your half fold, and then mixing it up, just shuffling your feet out a bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are pointing out, sinking your buttocks back, coming to our yogi squat. We have my lovely little fluffy friend to join us. If you can't have your feet flat on the ground, that's okay. You can be on the balls of your feet with your fingertips out in front, or you can put a yoga block underneath your heels. So whatever feels good for you. Then bringing your hands to your heart in prayer pose. Use your elbows to push your knees open. And having that beautiful long spine. And then taking your hands behind you, lowering your buttocks down, making your way down onto your back, bringing your knees to your chest, hugging them. You may like to rock from side to side for a lovely little back massage. And then when you're ready, you can just straighten those legs and start to get comfortable in your Shavasana. I'm going to take you through a little meditation. So stretching your legs nice and long, letting your body sink into the ground. Just taking a quick body scan from the top of your head, relaxing those eyebrows and your forehead, softening your jaw. Roll those shoulders up and back, relaxing into the ground. Letting your fingertips just curling up towards the sky. Noticing your chest just slowly rising and falling with your beautiful breath. Feel your buttocks resting on the ground. Your legs are nice and soft. Just picturing wherever there's any tension in your body and imagining it just flowing all the way down to your toes and fingertips and out of your body. You're calm, you are relaxed. Bringing your awareness to that intention that you set in the beginning of the class. Your intention for this class or for the year of 2025. Holding on to that word or that phrase. Just visualizing what this intention will look like throughout your day, the week, months, or the year. How you will feel, what you'll do, what you'll say, what you'll think. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale out of your mouth. Start to bring a little bit of movement into your fingers and toes. Rolling your ankles and your wrists. Stretching your arms up above your head on the ground. A beautiful big body stretch. Then rolling onto one of your sides. Slowly making your way up to a seated position where we began the class. Taking a beautiful big inhale, sweeping those arms up. Exhale, bringing your hands down to your heart in prep pose. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope that you started 2025 with this flow, and I really hope and pray that you take the intention that you set into the rest of your day off the mat, and that you have a beautiful 2025.